Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time I have not uploaded. That was just because my screen recorder was not working, a PowerSoft screen recorder. I had downloaded on a VSDC free screen recorder because of which some error had came and all my videos went on 4x speed. So I had to cancel all those videos. And now I am back with another video. I am making this video for the fourth time, I think, third or fourth time, because I tried 4 times and it just was still going with a super fast speed. So yeah, let's start with the today's topic. And yeah, today is going to be something new because we are going to learn about CSS. In my series I have only told you about HTML. So today I'm going to teach you CSS because it's also an important part of learning your web development course. So yeah, first we have to open our file, and I found a simpler way to open it. That's just go in your file on the project and then open in default viewer. If you don't know what your default viewer is, then just go and open containing folder and then explorer, and then as soon as you do that, your file explorer will open automatically. So yeah, let's wait, and as soon as it opens I will tell you that yeah, okay, so it has opened. Now if you see it, this is my project, and in your screen it won't look the same. You won't see this symbol of Chrome above. How you can get the symbol is just right click the project, then click on open with, and then Google Chrome, or better than Google Chrome, don't click on Google Chrome. Instead go on open with and then choose another app. As soon as you click on choose another app, then you will have a pop-up open up, and you have to turn many options. I think in default Microsoft Edge would be there, but you have to click on Google Chrome, then check this box, always use this app to open .html file, and then click on OK, and then this symbol will come and the whole of your page will refresh. So as soon as like this it will refresh. Okay, now it has opened. My project has opened. So let's see our project. So till now we have done this, my administrator and my introduction. But if you see, all my font and the background is just lame. That means my font is in standard text and size, and my background is also plain white. So CSS helps in customizing your page so that it looks more beautiful. So yeah, let's start with our CSS, and let's just start. First go on your new and then click on the new, and then you will have a new file open. Go on languages. By the way, there are these many languages in a whole of programming language world. We are just going to focus on HTML, CSS. I know C, C Sharp, C++. I know many languages, but I am going to teach you CSS and HTML. In later on, I will teach you Python and then Java, or maybe even C language. So, but let's go on C, then CSS. Click on the last option, which is CSS. Then as soon as you click it, go on a new one and then just rename it to like first CSS tutorial. I'm going to rename it and .css, already at .css, and then as soon as you do that, it will be done. And then let's go on. So first step you have to do is type here the body tag, then add this curly bracket, enter. After that you have to type here background color. I am going to teach you how to change the background color or image of your site. So yeah, just go on background color and then add these colons. I think they are called colons. If not, correct me in the comments. I am not a master in this. So yeah, background color, and then you can write any color like red, but I prefer light sky blue. Why? Because it's a really long name and it helps you guys to get understand quickly. Because by the whenever you are typing a 3 or 2 letter name, there should be capital letter, like light L is capital, skies S is capital, and like that. So now we are at semicolon, and then we'll close the curly bracket. And now we have added. Let's save the file. Control S on your keyboard to save it. And now you have to keep something in your mind, that you have to save your CSS file in the same folder as your HTML file. So my HTML file is in localdisk D, then YouTube videos. I will just, yeah, then YouTube videos, and then I will save it right here. And it has saved now. I will tell you something of knowledge because it can help you, which is that the full form of CSS is Cascade Style Sheet. CSS is equal to Cascade Style Sheet, and the full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. Uh, by the way, if you want to add some comments in your website, like by comments I mean that something which does not come in the website but still it is written, so you can do that by just doing slash then star, and then you can type them, or maybe it was I don't remember perfectly, but it's just something like this. I will tell you in the comments or in my another video. So it has saved, both my files are saved, but if we still go on our page and then refresh it, the color is still white. Why? Because we have not linked our CSS file. We have written on it, but it does not automatically link. We have to link it. So first we will add this, then we will type link, link, then you type REL is equal to double quotes, and inside double quotes you have to type style sheet. Now why do you have to type style sheets? Because the full form of CSS is Cascade Style Sheet. So remember to type style sheet. And then after you type style sheets, you have to type is equal to text slash CSS. This syntax, type is equal to text slash CSS, is not important, but it is helpful in some scenarios in which we will talk about in later videos, because it's an advanced topic. So just type it for now, and in future I will tell you. Then we will type href is equal to, then inside that we will type the name of file, which is first. Remember to type the correct name. If you mess up the name, then it will not work as expected. Tutorial. Now we have typed the name, but something is still missing, and that is the .css. You also have to type the .css file so it can get a confirmation. Now you have to type .css. Now you have to close it again. The closing is really important, as it closes. It is important because if you don't close it, it will conclude the body tag also in the same uh, syntax, and we don't want that. So we will close it. As soon as you close it, remember to save by Control S. Then we will go back on our web page and refresh it. Let's check it out, that did the color change or it did not. And yes, it did. The color did change. You can see the color is light sky blue, as we mentioned. Now what if you don't like this color and you don't want your website to look like this? There is a solution to that also. You can go in the CSS page, then just delete this all, and then you can type red or whatever your favorite color is. Now whenever you are adding a red color, then I recommend you to turn off your brightness, or turn your brightness really low, or keep your mobile or device far away from you. Now you might be wondering, why am I saying this all? Because if I just go on the web page again and then refresh it, this color is really bright. So yeah, that's why I recommend you not taking red color, or maybe I just don't recommend taking red color. I don't like it. I will choose green and then I will refresh it. Yeah, I don't like green also in this, cause you know my link, my hyperlink of click here to find my channel is not visible quite nicely. So yeah, I prefer light sky blue only, or maybe let me try blue. Yeah, by the way, if anybody of you wondering what am I doing for switching tabs, then if you press on your keyboard Alt, then you press tab, you can switch between tabs easily. This is my Notepad++, this is my introduction page, this is my file explorer, and this is my PowerSoft screen recorder. I will go on my Chrome, and then yeah, you can do this. It's helpful in some scenarios. Okay. I will save this because I just added it. Okay. Let's try it out. Blue color, does it work or not? Okay, yeah, so it works, but it is also really bright. I know. I'll keep it light sky blue. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is for adding a background color. But what if you don't want to add a background color? Instead, you want to add a background image. Like you don't want this color. Instead, you want an image besides it. So yeah, for adding an image, you have to delete this syntax and instead type here image image. Then you have to put these colons, and after that you have to type here background image, the name of your image. Now I already have an image in my folder. So you can see this is my CSS folder, this is my HTML folder, and this is my HTML CSS folder, and this is a PNG file. I want to add this PNG file as a background. This is a world map PNG. So I want to add. How can I? First, you have to keep it that this PNG file is in the same folder as the CSS file, which is true. In this case, in my case, it is true. But when you download an image from Chrome, it will come either in your download folder. So for taking an image from a download folder, you just have to drag, copy it, and then paste it in your folder. So yeah. This is a world.png. I will just go in back to my editor. This is an IDE called text editor Notepad++. I have explained it in my last video. So yeah, let's continue. I have to type in now URL. URL is really important. Then don't do any gap. I will just tell you why. They have to add brackets, double quotes, and inside the double quotes you have to type the name world.png. Then I will save it. Oh yeah, before saving it you also have to add semicolons. If you don't add semicolons, it won't work. And now let's try going on my Chrome. 1 2. Okay, yeah, so it is working. There are world map behind my whole my project. Yeah, but now I was telling you that don't do spaces in like URL thing. What if I just add a space and then save it? Then I will go and refresh my page, so there will be no background coming. In your case it might be coming, but in my case it never does. So yeah, I will wait, and yeah, it's not coming. I will even try refreshing it. Okay, so it's not coming. It's an like some thing which does not make sense at all, because how can a space just stop your website at all? So but it is there. You don't add space anywhere near it, so you don't get any trouble. Now if I just reload it again, yeah, all my work. But now the second problem which I am seeing is that my map are repeating. Like this is Asia, Africa, Australia, and North America, South America, and all those continents. This it is here, then it is repeating here, then it is repeating here again, then it is repeating here, it is repeating all over. So for solving that, you have to type in command which is background. Every background command will start from background, then background will repeat colons. After that you can either do repeat x. If you do repeat x, then add semicolons, then save it. And now if I switch, then the image will only be repeated in the x-axis. Like you can see, the x-axis is the vertical, horizontal axis is equal to x, and the y-axis is the vertical axis. So yeah, it is repeating in the horizontal way, which is x-axis. And now if I change from X to Y, then it will repeat on the Y axis, which is here. So yeah, this will keep happening. And if you don't want to repeat it at all, then you can just type no repeat. And if you type no repeat, then refresh your page, it will just repeat, not at all, it will not repeat at all. It is like on one corner of the page, and it will stay there until you move it from there. So yeah, it will stay there. And now, so yeah, it will stay there, and repeat is no. Now the next thing that I was going to tell you was the background position. Like, but if you don't want the image to be in the top left corner, you want it in the top right corner. So you can just type here right, then on top, right top, then save it, go there, reload your page, and if you see, it will come in this corner. Yeah, it is coming in this corner. And now you can also do one thing, that you can use a combination like right made of, just try some experiments and let me know that did your experiment work or not. So this was the tutorial on CSS, first tutorial on CSS. Big topic but to really small code. Like you can see, we did so much with just 4 lines of code, 5 if you include the HTML link in code.